So Antonio Brown can't stay away from the news again. He might be benched again for the second time in his career. Um, no news about how long he's gonna be suspended for yet. But what do you guys think about this Antonio Brown situation?
Uh, I'm not surprised myself. I was all this time, even during the Steelers, all their controversies. I always thought it was on Antonio Brown, not on Big Ben, even though Big Ben is an asshole, as everyone knows. But I knew something was going to happen with Antonio Brown, and it's no surprise that he's got into a yelling match with Mike Mayock.
Yeah, just to go over the details. Antonio Brown and general manager Mike Mayock, they got into some kind of heated argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly they were both screaming at each other,
and
which culminated in Antonio Brown threatening to punch Mayock in the face.
And he had to be restrained by his
general manager in the face.
Some immature shit, man. He's a professional athlete. It's not like he's a rookie either. He's not like a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's a grown man acting like this.
See, his past antics show that he's not professional at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has no respect, no towards authority, to nothing, to his teammates.
Yeah.
Like just getting suspended like that not only affects you, like it ruins this. It's gonna affect the season for the team as well, right?
And the Raiders traded away a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick, and like those are being way more beneficial than Antonio Brown has been to them.
See, like going back to the Steelers point, I always because at the same time Le'Veon Bell was having the same problems with the Steelers organization. So I thought maybe with just it was the Steelers and maybe just a change of scenery would help Antonio Brown, right? Because he is probably the best receiver in the game right now, arguably all time. But it seems like there is no fit for him. Maybe in this league,
he needs like a big reality check, just someone to just send him the right way. Because he's gonna be out of the league soon. If I guess he's too talented to be out of the league, but I don't know.
I mean, the original suspension was because he was missing practices. He didn't show up to team building exercises or activities.
Speaking on that, he posted on his, I believe, on his Instagram that there was a letter that he got from Mayock. Mm-hmm. He posted, I believe it was yesterday. I'm not sure when he posted, but it showed that he had $54,000 in fines from the Raiders. $54,000 from August alone.
Yeah,
he was fined $40,000. That's 40 for missing a preseason training camp on August 18th, and then he got fined $14,000 on August 22nd for not participating in another team exercise. And then he has the audacity to post on his Instagram, "When your own team want to hate, but there's no stopping me now. Devil is a lie. Everyone got to pay this year, so we clear." Now, I can't decipher that. I don't know what he means. I actually have no idea what he means with that. And I looked up some articles, and they had no idea what he was saying with that as well.
Posting that shit online is the most fucking unprofessional shit you could ever do. There's no secrecy at all.
The thing is, he didn't show up to the training camp practices because he was protesting about the new helmets, but that has nothing to do with the Raiders. You still show up to the I mean, Mayock doesn't care what your thing about your
NFL has received so much flack in the media for the way they've handled concussions and CTE and all that head trauma. That whole drama for the last I don't know how many years, and this guy's gonna make this issue about himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's been proven that helmet is not safe. But he can't let it go. How old is that helmet? Decades old. They don't even make that helmet anymore. And yet he can't get past that.
It makes no sense why he would want to go back to the old helmets, even though it's proven statistics about why the new ones are better. And I don't know, man.
Do you think hypothetically, in a world where Mayock doesn't want Antonio Brown part of his organization, do you think there's any other organization will now look at Antonio Brown and want him? Because now it's the Steelers and now the Raiders are having issues with this guy in the locker room.
I think the Patriots would take him, but
the Patriots, for sure. But that's another Randy Moss, right?
Exactly. I think Patriots would give him a chance, but they definitely wouldn't overpay for him. They wouldn't.
He's already under contract.
Yeah.
Every source right now is saying that the Raiders are thinking about suspending Antonio Brown. Can you imagine if they didn't suspend him?
It's a bad look on the organization.
After threatening the general manager of your team. What kind of precedent does that even set?
Okay.
If you had to guess, how many games do you think he gets suspended?
I'd say 2 to 3.
Yeah,
2 to 3.
2 to 4. I
Yeah.
would say at least 2,
Yeah.
but no more than
It's-
4.
I mean, football 2 games is like it's a lot of it's
Yeah.
like 4 games like a quarter of the season, right? It's a lot
Mhm.
of games.
It's like 8. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of contract, what's this talk about him like being void? Like his contract can be voided. Did you guys hear about that?
If it like his conduct is like detrimental to the team, then they can get his guarantees voided, not the
okay.
contract, but they can void the contract anyways, or like cut him basically. But then the
Mhm.
guarantees will still get they'll still have to pay him, but they can like void the guarantees, which is I think 30 million around there.
Yeah, I saw that number too. That's a
Um,
lot.
hypothetically, and this will never happen, especially with Antonio Brown. But if he publicly comes out and apologizes to Mayock, do you think they still suspended him?
I think you have to,
Does he still get that suspension?
I think
I
to
don't
set a
think so.
precedent, I think you do have to suspend him anyways.
Yeah,
There
they
should-
do need him.
What if he
course.
flew in on a unicorn on live television? Do you
Yeah.
think they still suspend him?
then they need to then he doesn't need to play football anymore. Where the fuck did he
Yeah,
get this
then
unicorn from?
Jesus.
All right, before we end it off, did you guys see that stuff he posted online of his nasty, disgusting,
Frostbite
crusty
feet.
beyond all repair feet? Did you guys see that?
No, I
did.
did not see that.
I saw that.
How did that happen?
Apparently, he injured his feet due to cryogenic therapy. Like I guess
Oh my god.
He
they
didn't wear
do
the
something with I don't know the science behind it exactly, but they use some cold to like some sort of therapy.
Mhm.
Imagine you're taking an ice bath right after you
Yeah.
worked out, and that's supposed to help your muscles. I guess this is an extreme version of that, and I think they went way too far considering how crusty his
Oh
feet
my
ended up.
No,
God,
it's not
dude.
that.
What
It's
the- he did
we
get
can
wear
post
the
a picture
he,
on.
yeah,
the
he didn't wear
screen.
the proper footwear for that. That's
he
what
did get
happened.
frostbite from it too, right? Something.
Somebody
Yeah, he
pay for
did.
his
I'm
guy's
not
pedicure.
surprised, man. I'm not
It's
surprised.
ridiculous, man.
It wasn't the therapy that fucked him. It was the like the fact that he didn't
footwear.
wear the proper footwear.
Yeah.
So like, who knows? Maybe he was being stubborn with that too, knowing his like
knowing his
personality,
helmet
right?
tendencies.
Yeah, like
Ridiculous, man.
it's the chance that
But-
was the reason too.
And also, do you think that he is suffering from CTE the way he's acting? I mean, like the first few seasons, he had no mention of controversial stuff. Maybe it was kept under wraps. But like
Mhm.
once he took this one hit in from Vontaze Perfect or whatever, and then after that, everything's just like that's when everything's let loose. So do you think he's suffering from CTE, or is it just his personality that is coming out?
I wouldn't go straight to CTE just because I feel like it's a very extreme conclusion to make.
Yeah. for
But
sure.
I have a question about that. So you're saying that it happened like after the hit, but like was he the best at his position at that time?
He
or
was
was
definitely
yeah.
he was really good.
He-
Yeah,
He's really good then too?
He's probably been like
he's always been really good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
He's,
okay.
It's probably since he entered the league, he's been like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, one of the greatest quarterbacks. I mean, wide receivers.
Considering that his helmet is rated, I think the NFL did a study. His helmet wasn't rated anywhere near like the top actually viable helmets towards like head safety or head trauma.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't think you can say with certainty that he
Yeah.
has CTE, but I
think-
wouldn't be surprised in the future if the NFL allows him to use that old helmet, then I think 100% he's going to end up with something if he doesn't already have it.
Mhm. Well,
It'd be messed up if they let him have it. Like, I don't know. I can't see
Yeah.
them doing it.
mhm. All right. You guys have any closing statements before we end this? Nothing.
I got one question. Do you guys think he plays with the Raiders like one game?
I think
Or
he
not?
does.
Sure, yeah, he'll
I
play.
think for sure he'll play.
Or do you think he
It-
gets
it's-
traded
it-
before then?
Remember our predictions the day before, 2 days ago, when we were predicting the first week of the NFL?
Yeah.
Called it,
I said
man.
like he'll be playing.
Call it.
All
All right.
right.
Well, that's it for this video.
Tune in next time.